Okay, was this good or not? Let me refresh this.
Oh, alright, BRB.
Mode, even though that's not true.
Oh, okay, dude.
But it works for me.
If it's chat, I'll just skip it. I don't give a fuck. Guys, I don't care to watch it that much.
I've always known I have ADHD. 3, 2,
2 years,
1.
but I missed a few months. Still love the content. Wide people happy xQcOW.
Yeah, in elementary school and middle school, I was a good student. I was quiet and I sat at my desk. In college, I started to realize something was wrong when I started failing classes. And I was like, why am I not good enough? Like, why can't I focus? Why can't I sit in a library and study? It felt like something was wrong versus like a diagnosis, right? And then finally, last year at 28, I finally got diagnosed and like every piece kind of like came together and it finally felt.
Chat, guys. Listen. I hope this doesn't come out as a misinformation slash like whatever. Guys, I've been in this realm my entire life, okay? And I'm not kidding. I feel like if most people were to take the both tests, both written and the mental one, okay, I feel like 90% of people that are in school or studying would get diagnosed as ADHD. That's just kind of how it is, or at least ADD. Okay, don't I don't know my shit. Okay, please, man.
Nothing's wrong with me. This is just who I am.
So I never knew I had ADHD, but I knew that I struggled to keep up a lot in school, and it led to me being pretty depressed between 15 and 16. And nothing was working until I had one doctor say, you know, I actually think you have ADHD. It
is massively overdiagnosed, and especially at young ages, and I think that's a mega problem. Because I don't make a big deal. Yeah, it's getting boring of a talk, okay? But I think overdiagnosing it, especially at younger ages where children are just being children and they're still growing up or whatever, and prescribing them very, very fucking potent fucking stimulants is a problem, and it'll fuck them up, and it'll hinder their fucking personality development, and it'll make them a bit lost in who they are as a person. Okay. I had this at the beginning of high school. Okay, that shit would make me complete bugging. Okay. And I was fun, and I was entertaining, whatever, and it would just suck the life out of me. And I feel like if I took it for a long time, I would have been able to fucking grow, like, you know.
And then that really just like changed my life.
You're asking if we were aware, and I think that's the problem with me, where I was informed at a young age that I had ADHD. So I didn't even understand what that was. I thought I was just like everybody else. So I was very oblivious to it, even though I guess I was informed. So I might need to be over there. I didn't recognize.
Also, if you're a trash fucking parent, dude, maybe it's just not ADHD, maybe you're just a fucking trash, maybe raise your fucking children properly, pussy. How about that, man? Maybe raise your children properly.
I have a younger brother who has like severe like hyperactivity ADHD, but for me it was never suggested because it wasn't
trash
like,
parenting. My child's acting out. It's got to be ADHD.
Like, oh, maybe that's what's going on. And then when I was diagnosed at like 23, I was a little bit mad. I was like, why didn't anybody like see this? And when I started reading about it, that's when I found out that like it manifests differently in like women versus men.
When I hear that question, it's not about me understanding that I had ADHD. I think it was more the world. Like my depression came not because I had ADHD, it was because the schooling system and the world around me was trying to put me into these boxes. So my depression came because my teacher said, you are going to be a failure in life because you're not able to do well on this 3-hour standardized test.
Medication has helped me manage my ADHD.
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I didn't know how to answer this because I'm not on medication because I'm deathly afraid of what it would do to me. Even though it probably would help and I should just test it out, I just haven't yet, and so I don't know.
I didn't know my brain could be so quiet.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that's normal. The medication was like putting on a pair of glasses for the first time in my life. I was like, what?
That's what they say. This is the main line that the doctors say a lot. This is like their go-to like selling point is people who can't see properly, they wear glasses, right? And if you can't focus, you have to take fucking high amounts of Adderall to be fucking juiced up the wazoo. That's your glasses. Nah, not really, dude. I think it's a bad comparison, okay? Somebody that can't see, if they wear glasses, that's glasses, right? Somebody who can't focus and they have fucking Adderall to wazoo, bro, that's fucking binocular telescopic fucking range, man. It's not even comparable.
The medication was like putting on a pair of
comparable.
Glasses for the first time in my life. I was like, whoa, this is actually the world? Like this is how people live. Like
All the
that's-
time?
Like I'm like, what the heck? I'm jealous of that.
I think this is hilarious because I hate
Not the
medication.
same.
But because I hated it was the reason why I was able to end up focusing. I hated it so much that I was like, I'm just gonna focus. I had the counter-measurements, and my mom also helped me along the
Selling
way.
point, yeah, it's selling point. Believe it or not, these are products that they sell for a profit. I mean, I don't want to be like woke candy, but yes, these are products that certain fucking doctors are pushing. Yeah, that's how it is. You not live in America, bro?
So that I wasn't reliant on the medicine, but I still have tendencies. But I remember everything that I was taught, and I applied them so much to where it's kind of like, it kind of eased me off of the medication, because I hated it.
Medication for me is what I use to help get back on the horse, so to speak. If things kind of spiral out of control, try my best to basically build a house with a strong structure. ADHD, you're building a house on quicksand. So sometimes the medication hardens that quicksand for me a little bit. Yeah, that's my experience with medication.
I mean,
I was diagnosed later on at 27 years old. And so the first time I took medication, I finally realized, like, oh, this is what it feels like
to be on fucking
not
crack.
get brain fog after 20 minutes. I said agree because I've been able to learn certain things and how to navigate
Sorry,
without
I'm wilding out today.
I do much more meditation to slow down my brain. Now, the reason why that's beneficial for me is that would work even if I'm not on medicine.
Do drugs? Nah. Okay, guys. I said it so a million times. Okay. When I was young, they had me take tests, or whatever, because they said they would kick me out of school, and then I was on literally every possible fucking, because I would get stomach aches and headaches with certain medication, and they gave me the whole wide variety of it, like every single one that exists. I took. I had one after the other, and we tried all of them. Okay, and what he says, oh yeah, man, yeah, this helps me get back on the horse, and I don't have brain fog. Nah, dude, some of this shit will make me go. But that's not brain fog. That's crack, man.
Seek out my diagnosis. 3, 2, 1.
You go. What do you mean, dude? What do you mean, dude?
My mom
That's
definitely
fun, man.
takes like mental health serious. Like one time she told me that I don't have personal space.
And
I didn't.
please stop believing people when they say, "Oh yeah, it's because you don't have ADHD." So whenever you use the product, that's what it feels like. Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. These are fucking potent amphetamines. They don't go like, "Do you have ADHD?" The pill goes inside of you. A guy has ADHD. Only give him focus. No, dude. That it does, like, what are you on about,
know
man?
what that was, so maybe that's.
Are
the
you
reason
okay,
why she
dude?
got me diagnosed very early.
My parents are a little older. They had me when they were older, so I like to say that they tried their best, but they maybe didn't have the tools to help me when I was younger. It wasn't until college, when my grades started dropping, that they started to notice that something might be wrong. When I finally got diagnosed and I told my mom, she was very supportive, and she was like, can I do anything? Can I help with anything? I think it's just having the tools available for parents to know kind of what the signs are, even if they're not super apparent.
For me, my parents still don't think I.
Okay, these are, depending on what product it is, it's a central nervous system stimulator. Okay, that's just how it is. Okay, it stimulates the whole wazoo. Not only the prefrontal cortex, and makes you only focus. Okay, it's central nervous system. It's a whole thing.
Well, my dad was in the Civil War in Nigeria. He has a PhD. I have 3 older brothers. They had all A's, merit, scholarship, and my parents were like, yes! And I'm a triplet, so I have a twin brother and a twin sister. All 3 of us, we're not very good in school. What was lucky was that we all ended up getting sports scholarships.
This question kind of sucks. I don't give a fuck about
Managing
it.
his own way.
Don't care. It's just a stress question.
I have developed mechanisms to cope with or manage my ADHD symptoms. 3, 2, 1.
Probably not. Really?
Especially with school, like we went online to like Zoom University, like the last year of my college education, and I was like, there's no way this is happening. And so I was like, I have to like invent some sort of system for this to work, or else I will literally not graduate. I create like so many stupid rules for myself.
Okay,
but
I do that
it
too.
works for me. And so like for
Okay, I do
college,
that
I
too
was like,
then.
I have to go drive 20 minutes to get like a coffee. And once I get the coffee, then I can like shift into like focus mode, even though that's not true. But I've tricked myself, I've Pavloved myself into thinking that way. It works. And I feel like I'm so stubborn that I'm like, I'm just gonna live my life with these like
Nah, it is kind of relatable. It's like what the energy I always have is like it's like baby fucking walls, you know, like like the walls like before the staircase where they can't go down. I do that for like a bunch of things where I put like a wall that
little rules,
so I don't fucking fall in the pool or fall down the stairs.
The way that like other people do it. It works for me, so.
Zoom University was a struggle at first, just trying to figure it out. I actually have I have like little morning rituals where I would wake up, make myself a tea, and just spend 20 minutes looking at the plants. And also I found sticky notes to be my best friend and my enemy at the same time, because sometimes those sticky notes pile up.
Yeah, I also have just like, I live and die by my calendar on my fridge. Like if it's not on there, I'm never going to your birthday party. Like it has to be on the fridge, on the calendar. That's not good, because then if I'm on vacation or I'm not able to look at the calendar or I forget something, then it's just gone out of my brain forever.
I call it like the light bulb trick, where
Let's see it.
I don't do anything else.
Come on.
ADHD is becoming more common. 3, 2, 1.
Huh? I don't know what it means.
I am seeing like apps like TikTok, everything's getting very shorter. You're being shown like so much information at once, and like your attention span is obviously going to like get shorter as you're exposed to that.
I don't think that's how it works.
ADHD has always been there. On social media especially, people are starting to create more of a safer environment to talk about mental health.
Okay, no, I don't think that's how it works. The roots, the branch. I feel like now you're talking about the branch and you're going towards the roots, no?
Awareness has brought more people.
You don't inflict ADHD on people because you make things that are easier for short attention spans.
And now they have some people on social media being like, signs that you might have ADHD. And they're so much more than just like, I can't sit still. It's like so many other things. So more people are like, that might be me too. Women are getting diagnosed more now. Like they're listening to us. Like doctors are listening and they're not like, oh, they're just like crazy women. Now it's like, oh, there's something going on, it might be ADHD.
When I first started going to therapy, one of the first questions is, do you either work on Wall Street,
and the bucks kept ramming them down,
okay,
and you had to
hide
by
in
science?
the woodwork, like I didn't know that.
Or are you, are you a college student?
I just thought,
so no,
I just thought you don't fucking grow and intensify your ADHD because of short attention span products that are out there.
I'm dealing with some issues.
But I guess I was wrong.
Get diagnosed. They're like, well, we don't do that here. Tell me some of your symptoms. Oh, you have lack of focus. Let's start off with 25 milligrams in Adderall. It's like a revolving door. Outside of the waiting room, there's a bunch of other college kids waiting to get their Adderall also.
How most people are tested for ADHD isn't through a brain scan. So it's through questions and symptoms that anybody...
That's kind of wrong, actually. They can do both of them. A brain scan,
can necessarily
brain measurements
make
sometimes.
up. In addition, if you even look at how marketing has been playing a role, is our attention span is getting less and less and less. And so I do believe because of that, it will cause more people to identify as ADHD.
I agree.
Okay, yeah, exactly right, yeah.
I think I'm on the wrong side. I think this was what, because I was like, yeah, you're making a lot of sense. I strongly agree.
You know, you can get diagnosed and prescribed stuff by just literally verbal / written fucking tests with no actual test in front of a computer. And then analysis from a professional, whatever. A little doctor, without a professional, going through fucking test results or whatever, just verbal. That's how it is. Yeah, I know my shit. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. Okay. And some of the places depends what it is. It can be budget tests.
Everything that you just said.
We have information
that's not good.
24/7. I don't go on TikTok anymore, but I would go on TikTok. I would get advertisements for like ADHD medication.
Because I was diagnosed with ADD for like ADHD actually for the longest time. And then I went to a clinic where they specialize in the mental shit, okay? And they had my brain wired up, and did all the tests, both the React one, the written one, the questionnaire, the therapy, the brain scan, and I said, you're fine.
It's like no doctor needed, and I was like, what?
They're marketed towards like women, like young women too. There was like a whole like study done about it.
Yeah, I almost feel like they're trying to profit off of people, when in reality I think it's more of a societal issue of like society is just trying to push us to be more productive past what is humanly possible.
What?
ADHD will prevent me from accomplishing certain goals in the future. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, but they might push you towards another goal or some different path. What a dumb question. I don't like that.
I hope not.
Yeah, I think if you had asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I would have been like strongly agree, because I was like, why can I not do X, Y, and Z? And that's frustrating. And I think what's great about like getting like professionally diagnosed and like kind of pointers, I'm like, oh, I don't have to do those things that I'm not good at. It's a lot better of a mindset than having like a very low self-esteem, being like, why can I do this? Why can't I do this? It's like, I don't have to.
No matter what circumstance I'm in or what I've gone through, I'm gonna figure out a way how to make it out. Maybe I'm just hard on myself, and if I didn't do well, I didn't blame it on ADHD. I just thought I didn't figure it out, or I didn't try
That's
hard
pretty
enough.
Chad-like.
There's something else I could have done.
I'm
Fair enough.
fortunate
Yo,
to have
I enjoyed
a
my
lot
time
of
in the
Real
jungle
shit.
support
XQC
and different
Alex was fun.
resources to help me go through the ADHD journey. You know, ADHD doesn't stop. It's 24/7.
If you asked me when I was in high school, I'm like
Hey, Kay.
100% it was gonna affect me. Now, as I'm almost 40, I was lucky to be a professional athlete. I'm lucky to travel all over the world, work at some amazing companies. But my goal is no longer for me. I have a 10-year-old daughter that's suffering from the same, and I see some of the same stuff that happened to me to her in school. And so my focus now isn't towards me. Professionally, I feel good, but my goal now is how do I make sure that my daughter is able to navigate effectively through the same stuff that I went through. She will be fine, but I just want to make sure that she's able to navigate that through her schooling career.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I just kind of hope that that parents try to do like soon as they can do as a child's growing up before going to medication and shit like that. I don't think it's a good thing.